What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572 Return a Chance. Today is May 4th, 2023. It might be May 5th when I upload this video because it's already 10 p.m. It might take me like an hour to edit it and get it uploaded, so it might be May 5th. So May 4th, May 5th. But we're going to do a quick market watch. I wanted to take a look at Cyberstorm Access since it does release on Friday, which is tomorrow. And pre-sales are still currently up, but we see a lot more listings. And tomorrow, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have even more listings go up, as well as this weekend when people get their boxes in and start opening them up and list some more. So we'll take a look at this back on Monday to see how the prices have settled. But it looks like Gilding Quem at 480, Visa Star Frost Starlight at 300. Despian Lulu Wallalith, I still can't pronounce it, at 240. Firewall Dragon Singularity, I actually really like this. I was testing it out the other day and I really like it. Gold Pride Chariot at 174. We have Chaos Angel dropping down in price. This was pre-selling for like 50 to 60. It's down to 43. Quem at 29. Peaceful Planet Calorium. I actually saw this going down. This was like at 40, 50 pre-sale, but it's now at like 27-ish. I could see this going down even further to like the $20 price point. Albion, the Sanctifier Dragon at $15. I think this is like the sneak peek or promo card or something. No, not snow. This is the pre-release promo. So it's I can't pronounce it. Tsuhuma Katsunagi, the Lord of Swords. This is the ultra rare at $11. Despian Lulu, let's not even try that. $18, under $18. Vicious Astrolot at around $14. Better Luck Next Time, $970. Baisu Des Peter, $10.95. I actually really like this one too. Ringo Worm at $850. Roller Baller at $723. I'm pretty sure this will drop down to like a $3 to $5 card. Medium Riam Heart at $749. Firewall Defensor at $3. Super Heavy Samurai Protege. I saw these like pre-selling for like $6. They're down to like $3, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep dropping to maybe like that $2 or two price point. Firewall Singularity. I'm actually gonna be picking up some copies of these because they're generic Link 6s, and it actually has a good effect. It says you can target cards your opponent controls or in their graveyard up to a number of different card types. Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Exceed you control and in your graveyard. So basically up to 4 if you get all 4 in the graveyard. Return them to the hand. Also, this card gains 500 attack for each return card. And doesn't say it loses that attack, so it keeps it. And it has another effect that says if a monster this card points to destroy by battle or sent to the graveyard, you can target one Cyber monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use each effect of Firewall Dragon Singularity once per turn. So I really like this card, so I'm going to be picking these up around like $3-ish. Hopefully they drop down even further, but if not, I'm still going to pick them up at like $3. I shade Ran Icarine. I don't know how to pronounce that one either. These are around like $250, but I really like this card as well. I'm trying to pick these up for like $1 or $2. I really think this card has potential. So it basically says you can discard one other Ice Shade card or water monster, special summon this card from your hand. Then you can special summon an Ice Shade token, which is a level 3. And this is a tuner, so you could basically go into the Ice Shade Synchro with this. And we're actually going to be taking a look at that one too, because it might be going up in price as well. But it does let you have access to that Ice Shade Synchro. It lets you turbo it out basically super quick. While that token is in the monster zone, the player who summoned it cannot special summon monster from the extra deck except water monster. But you could also link it off into like I think Marince's Marince's Anemone. So you could also link it off into that and just extend. But mostly people are going to be using it to synchro summon, but it's just a thought you could use it for. We have Super Heavy Samurai Brave at like $2. Then we have Gold Pride Chariot around like $2. Time Tier Morgan Knight. This one is a pretty good card. I'm hoping it drops down even further to like the $1 price point. I could see a couple of decks taking advantage of that. Tsumuha Katsunagi, the Lord of Swords. There we go again. Under $2. Gold Pride Pinballer at 69 cents. This is actually a pretty good ultra rare. It's pretty cheap. Gold Pride that came out of nowhere at 69 cents. Yeah, everything's dropping down in price now. Everything seems to be like under $1 after that. But yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at these again on Monday and see how the prices have settled. Good luck on your pools this weekend, but now we're going to be moving on to some other cards. We're going to start off with the Ice Shade Synchro Monster. It looks like the Ice Shade Synchro Monster, Ice Shade Gimmer Agarine. 125 listings on the market, and this had a high price point of like $5 to $6 because it was hyped up for a little bit. But it looks like now it's looking like $4-ish, $4.99, $4.18, $5.18, $5.19, $5.20. Let's look at the second page. $4.45 with shipping, $4.48. So we'll call it like between $4.50 and $5 for this card. I'm pretty sure this card will probably have another price increase later on. So if you don't have your copies, I would suggest getting at least one copy of these just to try out. Because I could definitely see it getting hyped up later on if someone decides to build an Ice Shade deck and abuse those that new Ice Shade card that lets you synchro summon into this pretty easily. But that's just my opinion. Let me know how you guys feel about Ice Shade Gimmer Agarine. The next three cards we're going to be talking about are reprints that were announced in Battles of the Legend yesterday. I think the Battle of the Legend we have coming out comes out next month. So that's pretty soon. Looks like Foxy Tune already took a dip down. We have 35 listings on the market, and these were at a high price point of like 30 to 40 last week when we took a look at them. Yeah, they were reaching the $30 to $40 price point, but it looks like now we have sellers fire selling this at $25.95, $25.96, $25.97, $25.99, $26.95, $27.47 right there with shipping. I'm pretty sure these will drop even lower later on the closer we get to Battles of Legend. $25 is still a pretty high price point though, because I remember Foxy Tune had a low price point one time of like $12, so it's still up from that $12 price point that it had before. Next card that was announced in Battles of the Legend is Danger Nessie. So we have 3 printings, and then the other one's going to be ultra rare as well. So I could definitely see these dropping down in value. These gold rares are around like $5-ish. These are around like $7 to $8, and then the secret rares are around $15, $16, $17 is the highest on the first page with 67 listings for the secret rare. So I definitely think these right here will push down. This will probably push down a little bit, maybe around the $10 to $12 price point. You guys could probably pick those up later on if you do want to get max rarity. But ultra rares and premium gold rares, I could definitely see this premium gold rare drop down to like the $2 price point later on. So the third card that's getting a reprint in Battles of Legend is Nightmare Corrector Ibly. It's coming in as an ultra rare. These ultra rare had a high price point of around like $17, $20 like a month or two ago, back when people were thinking about tagging this against Kashira, but then Kashira found a way to get rid of it using Lingeribo. So these ultra rares right now, we have 79 listings, and currently the listing starting at $8, $7.80, $8.99, $8.99, $9, $9.05. So they're sticking around under $10. But it did have a high price point and it's dropped down. I'm pretty sure these are going to drop even further once we do get the Birds of Legend printing. These secret rares, it looks like we have secret rares, 92 listings, and first listing we have is $15.99 for near mint. Then we have another near mint at $17.88, $17.99, $17.09, and these are all unlimited. Let's see what a first edition goes for. Our first edition is at $18, so they're sticking around almost around that $20 price point, which is pretty high still for Ibly, because these had a low price point of like I think $10 before people started using them. But let me know how you guys feel. Do you guys think these secret rares will drop further down in price? Definitely these ultra rares are going to drop down in price, but do you think the secret rare will drop even further down in price, or are they going to stick around that $18 price point because it is the secret rare and the higher rarity of the card? So sometimes I include stuff in my market watch that I'm not really sure why the prices are going up. So if you guys can help me out, leave me a comment down below. First card is Mythical Beast Garuda. This is an ultra rare from Extreme Force, and it's a pendulum monster. It says if you have no card in your other pendulum zone, you could target one spell or trap on the field, destroy both it and this card. So it might be a tech against like a tech that could be used in Six Samurais to pop. And then its monster effect, it says each time a spell card is activated, place one spell counter on this card. When that spell resolves, when your opponent normal or special summons a monster, you can remove 3 spell counters from your field, special summon this card from your hand, then return that opponent's summon monster to the hand. And it's pretty good. But I think the usage for this might be for 6 samurais to as a spell and trap removal, because it says you could target one other spell or trap on the field, destroy both it and this card. So maybe that's what it might be used for. If you guys have any other ideas why, let me know down in the comments below. But it looks like this card back in April was around like $3-ish, and we have 26 listings on the market right now. Looks like our first listing starts at $14.19, $14.95, $15, $15.25, $15.50, and going up to $15.51 on the first page. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you have any other idea why this card is going up. The next card I'm not really too sure about is Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon. This is the ultra rare version from Breakers of Shadow. It does have a more affordable budget version, a common one from Legendary Dragon decks, but the one we want to focus on is the one from Breakers of Shadow, because it is going up in price. It looks like this card back in March was around like $1, and it looks like we have 14 listings on the market right now. First listing starting at $8.99, then go up to $9.35, $9.99, $9.99, and hitting $10.95 on the first page. But like I said, it's low on listings, so let me know down in the comments below why this card might be going up. Its effect, you can ritual summon this card with Odd Eyes Advent. When this card is special summoned, you can return all spell and trap cards your opponent controls to the hand. So that's a pretty good effect, a spell and trap removal. Your opponent cannot activate cards in response to this card's effect activation. So it's a spell and trap removal that can't be negated or responded to. You can only use this effect of Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon once per turn. Your opponent must pay 500 life points to activate card effects. So the only deck I could probably see using this, you could ritual summon this card with Odd Eyes Advent. So it doesn't say you must ritual summon this card with Odd Eyes Advent, so I'm guessing maybe Drytron could use this as a tech to get rid of back row. But that's just my opinion. Let me know down in the comments if you have any other reason why this card might be going up in price. So it looks like Nadirs Servant is still holding on to its high price point. These secret rares we took a look at, I think a couple days ago, and it looks like it's still holding on to that $45.98 price point, $46.93, $46.97, $46.99, and we do have sales at around that price point. So yeah, it's not gonna come down anytime soon. People are still gonna pick these up. $46, $44, $47, $47, and yeah, they're selling above that $40 price point. We have the ultra rare. This is the budget version. It's still pretty budget since it's like $30 cheaper than the secret rare. So 70 listings on the market, and we have listings starting at $8.75, $8.75, $8.94, $8.95, $8.98, $9, and on the second page we have $9.63. Project CCG. Shout out Project CCG. They always have everything I need when I like when I'm building a deck. I always go to Project CCG because it saves me the trip from like visiting different locals, since they always have everything I need in stock. Then we have $9.99, $9.99, hitting that $10 price point right there. And yeah, so I would call this between like a $9 to $10 card at this point. But definitely, if you do want to test it, I would just go for the budget ultra rares rather than spending the money on the secret rares. Because let's say the branded, the new branded stuff, it doesn't work out that well. You don't want to take that much of a risk with the secret rares. Rather just take a small risk with the ultra rares. But let me know how you guys feel about Nadirs Servant. Platinum gadget I forgot to talk about a couple days ago when we did our market watch, and I mentioned Ballista and Cleave for Genius. This is also part of the super heavy samurai combo. You play one copy of these to bring out like Cyberstorm, I think, or you could use it as an extender because you do add a lot of machines to your hand, so you could use this as an extender to bring out one of those and continue playing. But these were around like $4 to $5 back at the beginning of April, and it looks like right now we have 44 listings on the market, and listings start at $13.89, $14.45, $14.49, $14.88, going up to $14.89 on the first page, so almost hitting that $15 mark. Super heavy samurais are expected to be a pretty good deck in the TCG, but let me know how you guys feel. Do you guys think Platinum Gadget will stick around this $15 price point, go up higher, or come back down later on? Clockwork Night, I remember, used to be around like a $3 to $4 card, and then it got hyped up going up to that $5 to $6 price point. Looks like people have been buying it consistently this past month. Currently 66 listings on the market. We have listings starting at $7, $8, $8.23, $8.24, $8.24, $8.48, $8.49 with no big walls on the first page. Then we go to the second page. We have listings starting at $8.50, $9, $9, $9.20, $9.24. We have $9.25 right here with 10 copies. So a little wall right here. $9.29, $9.33, and $9.49 on the second page. But the only decks I could see running this card consistently is probably like Cyber Dragons to go into Chimeritic Fortress Dragon. I could also see maybe Infinitrack Earth Machines running this. Super Heavy Samurais are Earth Machines as well. The only thing is that they don't really use spells and trap cards, so I'm not really sure why this card is being hyped up at the moment. But if you have any other decks that might be able to use this consistently, let me know down in the comments below. Bingo Machine Go caught my attention the other day because I was looking at like Blue Eyes and Dark Magician cards, and this one's basically a searcher. Let's start with the Secret Rare. So this one lets you search out like a Blue Eyes monster. It says reveal 3 cards from your deck that each meets at least one of the criteria listed below. Your opponent randomly picks one for you to add to your hand. Then you shuffle the rest into your deck. So it lets you reveal a Blue Eyes monster or a Blue Eyes spell or trap that specifically lists the card Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, except Bingo Machine Go. So it basically lets you add. It's a random add, but it's still pretty good in the deck. These used to be around like $18-ish back in February and have been going up since. Looks like we have 35 listings on the market, and we have our first listing at $21.99, $22.94, $23.90, $24.99, and $26.50 on the first page. Let's look at the Ultra Rare now. I think this was the original printing. Looks like these were around like $17-ish back in February. And we have 16 listings on the market, and we have listings starting at $21.26, $22.26 with shipping, $25.99, $27.70, going up to $28.93, and then these are basically like $30, and hitting $35 on the first page. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about Bingo Machine Go. I definitely think this has potential to keep going up since it is a Blue Eyes card, and we have a bunch of Blue Eyes players in the community that might want to pick these up for either their decks or their collections. The only way I could see this probably going down is if it gets a reprint, but other than that, I'm pretty sure these could possibly hit like the $40 mark later on. I wanted to take a quick look at tier LMS Cast because I think I saw it above its market price the other day. Looks like we have 119 listings on the market, and we have listings starting at $745, $772, $780, $790, $799, and $799 on the first page. But let me know how you guys feel about tier LMS Cast because we didn't really get to play this card too much. tier Elements got hit, and I think Cashier only runs like 1 copy of this if they even run it. But do you guys think this card can make a comeback next format? Let me know down below. And last card on today's market watch is going to be Corrector, one of those cards I regret not picking up at that $12 price point. 31 listings on the market, and it looks like it's still holding on to that high price point. $44.99, $45.99, $45.99, $46.99, $48.96, and hitting $49.97 on the first page. But yeah, it's a really good card against Cashier because Cashiers all activate their effects, and people are thinking about taking this against Purely because it gets rid of the XC that's unaffected by monster effects. Let me know how you guys feel about Corrector down in the comments below. Are you guys going to be playing it, or are you guys going to be taking Kaijus instead? That's going to be it for today's market watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Return a Chance. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.